Why your wellness routines keep breaking. Did you think that at this phase of your life, you would come to a point where you're having more freedom, more energy, more space to finally be the woman that you truly want to be inside, the person that you've imagined that you would grow into, but instead you're stretched thinner than ever? You're doing everything for everyone else, holding it all together, at least seeming so on the outside. But on the inside, you know this isn't the life that you truly thought you'd be living, at least not like this. Not so tired, so disconnected from yourself? Well, it doesn't have to be that way, and it doesn't have to stay that way. So in this video, we're going to show you how you can feel strong and energized while you're taking care of all the important people and all the important projects and things that show up on your schedule. You can have energy that lasts throughout the day. You can have energy to take care of everyone else without running yourself into the ground. My name is Cara-Michele from Strength and Vitality Wellness Center. I've helped hundreds of women rebuild their systems so that they're simple and they actually give them the energy that they're looking for so they can have the life that they truly want. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started. Let's go. Let's be real for a minute. Everyone tells you to eat better, move more, sleep more, drink more water. You know all the stuff. And you've tried, and maybe you've tried dozens of times. But here's what no one does tell you about the truth self-care. Your energy, your health, how you feel each day, it's not about what you do so much. It's about your life and how you have structures set up to support those actions. It's no different than business, let's say. Businesses reflect the systems that are behind them. Your day-to-day health reflects the structures or the systems that you have built around them. And for most women, their structures have been built on survival mode. You built it during the years when you're raising your kids and managing a household and building your careers, keeping all your relationships afloat. You built it on speed and sacrifice, on doing everything for everyone else. But now, that same structure, the same system that you've been using is burning you out. It's not supporting you anymore. It's trapping you in exhaustion. You might think the problem is your schedule, your hormones, or just getting older. But think about it like this. Who's the one who created your schedule? Who said yes to every request that came your way, whether it was really yours to take care of or not? Who put their needs at the very bottom of the list? You did. Not because you're broken or you're bad at managing your life, but because you've been trained to think that that's what true strength looks like. So here's the hard truth. You're the bottleneck. But wait, that's not the bad news. Because if you're the bottleneck, you're also the solution. You can rebuild the structure you're living in. You can upgrade the internal systems used to make decisions, allocate time for yourself, and position yourself so that you can take care of your personal needs. And when you do that, you stop surviving and start thriving. Let me show you what I mean. Let's start with the first internal operating system that may need some reset. How you make your decisions. Here's the truth. Most women don't fail at self-care because they're lazy or unmotivated. That's not it. They're burned out because they're drowning in choices. Every day, you're making hundreds and hundreds of decisions. What's for dinner? When am I going to go for my walk? How do I find time to stretch? Which workout should I do today? Should I cook or order out? Is this healthy or is it not? It just never stops. And all that decision making on top of everything else that you're managing, everything at work, everything at home, starts to wear your brain down. So by the time that you're ready to consider doing something for yourself, you're done. You're toast. You're out of decision-making energy, and certainly out of any energy needed to take the next action step. This is called decision fatigue, and it's one of the biggest hidden roadblocks to self-care consistency. What feels like a lack of willpower is really just your brain trying to sort through too many different options too late in the day. So here's the shift that makes the difference. You don't need more options. You need fewer choices made with more clarity. Instead of waking up in the morning each and every day, redeciding what you're going to do to take care of yourself, build simple, repeatable systems that remove the guesswork. For example, exercise. Set your clothes out the night before. Use a pre-chosen video series so you don't spend time scrolling and picking, wasting energy and time. How about for your meals? You can batch cook a lot of what you're going to eat on the weekend so that you're not making food decisions every single night, 7 days a week at 6 o'clock at night after a long day. How about for your water? Put your bottles out in the same spot every day, already filled up and ready to go. The more decisions you make in advance, the less friction you're going to face in the moment. Makes it a ton easier to do the thing you know you want to do for yourself. Okay, let's move on and look at operating system number 2, time ownership. Let's talk about the systems that we need to upgrade on how you're allocating your time. Now, I want to be clear about this. I'm not talking about time management. You can't manage time, really. You can only manage how you spend your time. And if you can allocate time, put it on your calendar, sacred time just for you, that is never given away, that's specifically set aside for you to take care of your mind, for you to take care of your body, to take care of your own personal needs. So here's a question. If we took a look at your calendar right now, would we see any sacred time carved out for you? Time for you, specifically for you, so that you can take care of your body, take care of your mind, your own personal needs that never is given away? Or would we just see blocks of time for meetings and errands and caregiving and responsibilities and putting everyone else's fires out? We have to be honest. Most women don't own their time. Their families own their time. Their job owns their time. Their responsibilities are just all for everyone else. They're constantly in motion, constantly solving, helping, doing, but it's all for others. And even when they do have time to take a break, to stretch, or have a healthy meal, they're not really clear on what it is they should be doing. So here's the shift that's going to make the big difference. You need to set aside 30 minutes for yourself. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot of time. 30 minutes every day that only belongs to you is plenty of time to make sure that you have space for you to get yourself in the position mentally and physically to feel your best. So here's the math. 30 minutes a day, that's 3.5 hours a week, or 14 hours a month. 14 hours for your health, your body, your clarity. Compare that to what women often will do. They'll try to set aside 4 hours a couple times a month for a reset. But we all know exactly what's going to happen when we do that. You make time for yourself in these big chunks, but then something shows up. You have to cancel. The plans fall through and you never make that space for yourself. Then you feel guilty. You have a fear of starting over again and you get stuck in this crazy cycle. When you give yourself 30 minutes daily at the same time, in the same way, you can help create rhythms. You create repeatability. And that's the heartbeat of consistency when it comes to self-care. This time becomes sacred and non-negotiable. It becomes something that you don't even think about canceling, just like you wouldn't cancel an important meeting at work or an important doctor's appointment. And ideally, you do it early in the day, before the rest of life starts pulling on you. Because by 3 p.m., you're not just low on time, but you're low on decision power. You're low on motivation and energy. Put yourself first while you still have something left in your tank to give to yourself. That's not selfish, it's strategic. And you're not just spending 30 minutes a day, you're multiplying your ability to feel better and show up in ways that you feel excited about. every single day. Let me pause and say that if this part of the conversation is hitting home and you want to talk it out with myself or other women who are working on creating this type of environment, this kind of supportive system as well, you can join me on the Self-Care Consistency Roundtable. We do it twice a month. We come together with like-minded women and create a safe space to talk about what's working, what's not working, and what do we need to put in so we can have real shifts and create the energy-building routines that we're looking for. Just check out the link below. Operating system number 3 is identity. Now this one gets a little personal because if you've upgraded how you're thinking, if you're upgraded how you're making space for your time, but you don't believe that you deserve to have space for yourself, you're just going to hit a wall every time. Here's a personal question. Do you honestly believe you deserve to feel good while you're taking care of everyone else's needs? Because whether you've realized it or not, a lot of women are living by an unwritten rule. The secret code they never say out loud, but follow it every day the same. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Not until I'm tired, worn out, overwhelmed, am I doing enough for the people that I love. Does that resonate for you? You won't find this on a Pinterest board or in a Facebook post, but if you search deep inside yourself, you may find it hidden away in how you operate. And I suspect that is wearing you down. At some point in history, women believed that they didn't deserve the right to vote. Now we look back and we say, of course we deserve the right to vote. Why was that ever even a question? What are we talking about here? We always deserve to have some agency over our lives. Well, that's the same kind of shift that needs to happen here with self-care. You've been taught by the culture you're lived in, maybe your family unit, your upbringing, that your value is measured by how much you sacrifice for others. That being a good mom or a good wife or employee or daughter or friend means that you must be depleted first. You have to have given it all away. But I'm here to tell you there's no medals being given out for the most worn out woman. No gold stars for the most self-inflicted stress. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not selfish for wanting to feel mentally and physically strong. There's nothing wrong with that kind of thinking. It's just easier for you to forget that you are the fuel source for all that you want to do. All the love, all the energy, all the guidance that you want to give to others, it has to come from somewhere, and it comes from you. When you give from a place of exhaustion, everyone gets the scraps that you have left over. But when you give from a place of clarity and abundance and vitality, that's when you truly show up in ways that you're excited about and proud of. It isn't about adding more to your plate. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I'm just trying to say that if you believe that you deserve to have more, you'll give more to yourself. You're a better listener, a better partner, a better human being when you feel mentally and physically energized. And that's kind of the bottom line. You're not just helping yourself. We have to remember, you're setting a tone for the other people that you care about. When your children and your colleagues see that you're watching how you treat yourself, then they will start to protect their own energy, just like they see you doing. And they'll start to say, you know, I see something really beneficial in that. I want more of that too. So the shift you want to make is to go from being last priority to recognizing yourself as the power source. From pushing through pain to choosing replenishment. From surviving your days to actually enjoying them. You're not just someone holding it all together. You're the woman who deserves to feel good right now, not someday in the future. So let's recap. You're not the problem. You are the solution. Every choice you make about your self-care, when you sleep, how much you eat, whether you're moving, are you hydrating yourself, are you taking a break, shapes your personal operating system. You don't have a motivation problem. You don't even have a discipline problem. You don't have a time problem. What you have is a system operating problem. You're the one who decides how you spend your time. You're the one who creates space, or you don't. You're the one who restores your energy, or you let yourself drain down. You can protect your energy or just give it away. If you have inadvertently built a system that's not working for you, don't worry. You can build a better one. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight in order to get there. You just need the right structure. Make it simple, make it doable, make it repeatable. Use a framework that supports the version of the woman that you truly want to be. Strong, clear, and steady. And if you want help figuring all of that out, figuring out the right structure and the frameworks, I'm here for you. You don't have to do it on your own. Join the Self-Care Consistency Roundtable that we talked about earlier. The link is down below. We focus on what's realistic for your life so you can finally create consistent energy-producing self-care practices that won't fall apart when life gets full and busy. If that's something that sounds helpful to you, grab your seat in the next session. Let me leave you with this. Your energy matters. Your presence matters. And the people you care about the most, they need the best version of you. See you soon.